And I said, Adam, leave my dick alone.
And I bet you Adam said no.
And I'm like, no, that's my dick. And I'm like, no, leave it alone. I'm trying to sleep. And then yeah, it got awkward from that point on. What's up,
How
guys?
awkward, Rob. What'd you
Pretty
guys end up doing? You bent
about
you
as
over?
awkward as this conversation, yeah. Yeah.
What up?
So
God.
it's not exactly Storm's Live, but it's Storm's like daily. I don't know. Hey, that's a great idea. I got a logo for that, Storm's Daily. So we're gonna talk about what if, and then all the other shit. We're gonna talk about I want to get your thoughts on the Hawkeye trailer. I want to get your thoughts on the Matrix trailer. And I got like a whole rant I'm gonna go on with people with that damn Matrix trailer, because some of these people in the comments, I love you guys, but a lot of you guys are stupid.
I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, it's just like, man, like people they live in a bubble, man. Why the hell is the monetization off on here? YouTube be fucking up sometimes.
I think you need to do a segment called Rob's Rants.
I do. Rob's Rants.
Just go and rant on anything that fucking pissing you off and shit.
Well, lately that's a lot of stuff. So
shit.
Like a lot of stuff. What if episode was it 6 now?
6.
Right?
Yep.
I thought it started off good, and then I started going on my cell phone, and I kind of lost track of it, just like I did every other. It's that there's only been 2 episodes that kept my attention, and that was the zombie episode and the Hank Pym episode. Every other episode, I'm like, okay, I'm in it, and then it's just like, oh, this kind of feels like a little rehash, and then this was basically Iron Man 1 mixed with Black Panther.
Black Panther, that's what I said.
They just took the 2 movies and like, boom, because I was like, because when I thought Killmonger was good, I'm like, all right, man, I'm liking this. I'm liking to see where they're going with this, man. I'm like, and then as soon as then it started playing out just like Black Panther, Killclaw. Went to Wakanda, used it as hey guys, look, I'm here. It was basically Iron Man mixed in with Black Panther, and at that point, I'm just like, I've seen this already. And when he was good, I was like, okay, because I haven't seen this. I want to see where this goes. And then when it just turned into another, this is my problem. You have the ability to do whatever you want with these animated series, right? With these animated episodes, like you have the sandbox. You can do whatever you want in your sandbox, and you're just rehashing stories that we already seen. It just, I'm like, I'm just.
I agree with you. I was like, man, for this episode too, I know there are a few people that really loved it and stuff, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't like I said, when he was good, I was like, okay, I like this, and then he went bad again, and then I was just like, okay, here we go,
When he was good, I was literally 5 seconds away from Danny going, hey, you know what? He might make a good Black. And then he turned bad, and I was like, nope. I'm done.
It's funny too, because I was like, oh shit. We and Danny were talking about it right before the episode, and he's like, what if they make him the Black Panther? And I was like, we'll see. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought they were doing, and I was like, I would have been fine with that, but
yeah. And some geeky guy. What's up, some geeky guy? Man, I really wish these episodes were longer. Not me. They're too fucking long as it is. This is why I prefer binging shows and having to wait next. Well, that's. I mean, I see your point, because I think we all would rather sit there and just binge it instead of going week to week. But when it comes to the case of like Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, it gave us something to talk about throughout the entire week and look forward to. The problem is, this show doesn't do that, because they're just serial episodes and they're just rehashes for the most part, and it's just like, man, I don't know. This episode really disappointed me. It really, I thought it started off really good, and then it just went right down the shitter to Black. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe they're gonna throw a curveball at the end, because Shuri's in Stark's place. Well, maybe she's gonna be Ironheart or something. No, none of that either. Just whatever, man.
Yeah, I didn't like the way it ended either. I was like, this ending is just like, that's it? That's all? Yeah. Like, this is how it ends? No. Now, if they do a part 2 to it, then I'll be like, okay, we'll see, if they continue it. But again, with these series, I'm beginning to believe they're just all one-offs, and that's it. So if that's the case.
The trailer looks like they're cut together, that they're all connected.
That it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it is, man.
Yeah,
the more I'm watching it, there's nothing that suggests that they're connected. I think it's just we can do this. So when we do So it's gonna be like fan reaction during Multiverse of Madness. When Doctor Strange 2 comes out and some of this stuff pops up, it's gonna be like, oh shit, that was in this, but it's not gonna play a part in anything.
No, I agree.
You know, yeah.
That's what I said when they said that, like, there's a rumor that Captain Carter's supposed to be in it, right? But I'm like, yeah, even if she is, it's just going to be a passing glimpse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all it's going to be. It's not going to be major in that movie. So,
yeah. And yeah, I was let down. I'm let down by the whole series, though. If Danny wants to talk about Black Widow being Marvel's first dud, no, this is Marvel's first dud. Well, like, this is 100% just duh. G Major came in with a $2 super chat. The body count caught me off guard, but it was okay. I like the fact Killmonger was fucking everybody up. I was like, oh, he's like Hank Pym. He's just going around killing everybody. But then when you find out like what the purpose was, he's his
Just
same motive from same motive from Black Panther. You know, and what would have been awesome if they would have put Terrence Howard as Rhodey in that fucking episode. That would have been great. If he looked like Terrence Howard, that would be great. But no, I'm not digging it, man. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't even watch it. Usually these episodes on Wednesdays when they came out, Loki, Falcon Winters, all that meant they were I know you used to stay up and watch them, but I used to watch them first thing in the morning. And now I'm just like, yeah, I'll get to it sometime today. You know,
I still stay up and watch these ones, but I'm just like, yeah. Love that question, brother. I love that question. That's
all I gotta say about that is who went 11-0 last year and then lost like every game leading up to that.
It's okay. We got a running back this year, so if we go 11-0, we go into the Super Bowl. I tell you that. Did you watch the game?
That game? No, I was at work during that game, but I caught the Patriot Miami game, which I liked, and then I caught the Ram Chicago game, which I liked. And then I was at the bar with Sharif and I watched the
Raider game on Monday.
The Raider game, yeah.
That was a good game, man.
Dude, I'm so happy I have a schedule where I actually get to watch football. I got home Sunday. I'm like, I'm ordering a pizza. I'm getting some beer, and I'm watching football all day. And around 8 o'clock, I messaged Danny. I'm like, I'm not doing something live tonight. I'm watching football, and I watched every minute of it. And
yeah, man, I'm glad football's back too. And like, I watched all the games this weekend too, man. I was just like, yo.
So this is kind of football related. I asked Danny this question last night, and I want to know your answer on it. So Stephen A came out and confirmed he was the reason why Max got knocked off the show. For me personally, that upset me, and to the point where I no longer have respect for Stephen A, and I refuse to watch First Take anymore. Danny says he's fine with it because he was like, well, our chemistry just wasn't jiving. You know, he wasn't talking shit behind Mac's back. He just like, I don't think he's good for the show. To me, I liked Max on the show. I thought he was a good counterbalance to Stephen A, especially since Stephen A is barely ever there. You know, I know he has different obligations around NBA or whatever, but still, it's your show. You're barely there, yet the guy you don't want on the show is the one that's putting all the time and effort there. Because I think Max was really, really smart on a lot of his takes, like the Carson Wentz stuff. He was talking about that before nobody else was talking about it, and he ended up being right. The only thing he was ever really wrong about was Brady and the cliff. But everything else, he was always right because he's a numbers guy, and he's paying attention to the numbers. He's looking at the downfall and stuff. And even Terrell Owens came out and gave Stephen A shade and said, you know, Max is more black.
He's more blacker than he is.
So for Stephen A to knock him off the show, to me, that upset me as a longtime fan of the show back when him and Skip were doing it. And I'm like, I can't watch the show no more. I'm just gonna watch Undisputed from now on.
Well, I usually watch Undisputed more anyways, and I've never had a really big liking to Stephen A, and I told Danny this. I thought their chemistry was good. I thought they were decent, right? But again, Stephen A said he's been trying to get him off for like 3 years, and you know, he's felt from the beginning that it wasn't really there. I think Stephen A was butthurt because Max makes him look stupid sometimes.
A lot of times.
And I think that's the reason why he did it. But at the end of the day, I'm like, listen, it's his show, and if you want to take him off, no problem. But if your show sinks, you're the only one to blame for that.
And I don't like the idea of special guests coming in now. It's gonna be
Neither
him
do I.
because there's a company that used to do that called WWE, where they had this special host every Monday night, and the ratings were the all-time worst. Like, how could you sit there and prepare for something if you just have random guests come in as the co-host? Like, it doesn't work, man. You need someone who's there every day that they build this chemistry.
Yeah.
If he was like, hey, look, I'm taking Max off, even though I don't agree with it, but he had a really good backup coming in, and I'm like, okay, I can see this person coming in. I would be fine with it. But the fact that you're replacing him with just some random people, you're not even, and you're talking about no chemistry, and you think you're gonna have chemistry with random people every day. So right there makes him look like a liar.
He is lying. He's capping about some shit. There's a reason why he didn't want Max on the show anymore, and like we said, it's because I think Max does make him look stupid sometimes, and I think that's the reason why I can't have. But I also heard that he might want to go back with Skip Bayless, which I don't think will happen.
I don't think Skip wants to go back to ESPN.
No, I don't know.
Did you see the argument he got in with Jenny? So he might be leaving soon.
Oh, did he? No, I didn't.
Yeah, dude, he got into a huge argument on air. Shannon Sharp had to go, guys, we're on the same thing. Dude, you didn't see that?
No.
Hold on, dude. I'm gonna put that on, dude. It got bad, man. I was like, I did not expect, because they were making fun of Mike McCarthy. Skip was making fun of Mike McCarthy, and Jenny called him out on it. Like, I don't feel right you sitting there talking about his weight. You're body shaming him on live TV. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, Jenny, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't be doing this on live TV. And she's like, well, excuse me for having an opinion. Like,
really?
Dude, it got bad. Shan,
oh,
like,
shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to play this for you. Hold on, let me get past this damn ad. Yeah, it got heated, bro.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, this was like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that's someone else.
Yeah, I don't want to play that shit. All right, the audio should be up. Let me know if you can't hear it.
If his motivational speech was the most inspiring, but criticizing his appearance, I don't know if I think that is a fair shot for Mike McCarthy. I'm going to leave it at that. Chris Broussard.
Thanks, Jenny. I appreciate that.
I don't think it is a fair shot.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's a fair shot.
Is
either.
everyone
That's
who's a good coach as fit as you, Skip? I don't think that's a fair shot whatsoever.
I wouldn't want. I said it was a personal preference, and I wouldn't want him to be my head coach.
That have not had the perfect ideal physique, including my college coach. So I don't think that's a fair shot.
Okay.
And I'm allowed to have an opinion. Yes, I am allowed to say whatever I want to say on this show, as you do too. Will join us and he ran to Westbrook's comment, and maybe I have more to say next.
Yes.
She's pissed. You can see her face. She's pissed. And she said, I can say whatever I want on the show. And Skip was like, no. He said no.
Yeah. And guess what? The following week, she was on vacation for the entire week.
Facts. I know that. I was like, she ain't coming back. She's done. She's done. You have another super chat there, though, bro.
Yeah. College Monster Paradise doing $5 super. College football is better than the NFL. I don't watch college football.
Neither do I.
I can't get into college football.
Me neither.
The way college football is structured, I don't like it. There's literally hundreds of football teams, and there's hundreds of different divisions, and you're saying a team can go undefeated and still not make the championship. It doesn't make any sense. It's all about, well, they played this team, and this team had a better defense, so they get more points, so that equals that they're ranked number one. The ranking system is stupid.
I agree. 100%.
Why can't it just be, okay, I know there's a lot of schools. Here are your main top schools. That is your NFL or your college league, right? And then you play and you have a playoff. Now, I know they have a playoff, but like it's only like 2 teams or whatever. It's like small playoff, right? It needs to be more NFL with the system, because you can go in as a wild card like the New York Giants and then beat all these top teams and beat the undefeated Patriots and win the Super Bowl.
Facts.
You know, when you get on a hot streak. It ain't about who you rank and the ranking system, and a lot of it has to do with money, and it's just it's all politics. College football is all politics, and I don't watch it. I can't watch it. I can never get into it.
I'm with you there too. I can't get into it, but I can tell you this: like when I was working for a sports book, college football, it is bet on more than any sport out there. Like these people, they go crazy for the college football. It just doesn't appeal to me, man. Maybe it's because I don't know the names, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the players and stuff. I don't know nobody, and there's so many teams. Then you have an Orange Bowl, you have the Cotton Bowl, you have this
everybody
bowl,
has
that
a fucking bowl.
It's
like they have participation trophies. Like everybody has their own bowl to make them feel special. And I'm just like, what the hell is this shit, man? It's like we have the Super Bowl and we don't talk about the Pro Bowl, but we have the Super Bowl and you fight to get to the fucking Super Bowl. And it's just
I
like,
agree.
AZ came in with a $10 super chat. WB doing a Penguin HBO. You know how I just talked about how everybody gets a bowl in college? Everybody gets a movie series over at Warner Brothers. Like now they announced 2 years ago when the Robert Pattinson Batman was going to happen or was happening, they announced that Gordon was going to have his own HBO Max show.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright. I'm like, okay, cool. I love Jeffrey Wright as an actor. I think he's fantastic. Hopefully this is Gotham the way Gotham should have been, which was dark and gritty, not cheesy and corny. I'm down for it. And then it's like, oh, Penguin's gonna have a show. Like, why the fuck does Penguin? Why can't you just put him in the fucking Gordon show?
For real. It's because they have Colin Farrell paying Penguin now, so I guess they need to give him a show. I don't need to see that.
But the thing is, if I showed you a picture of the Penguin from that movie and say, it's the Penguin, you have no idea that's Colin Farrell. He's under so much makeup. So it's like, why? I mean, like, I know a lot of people are mixed on the Joker movie, but if they're like, hey, we want to do a sequel series with that, okay, I'm willing to give that a benefit of the doubt. But it's like, why are you taking two characters from the same universe and giving them both HBO Max shows? Why can't one just appear in the other?
I agree. They could do a series where, maybe depending on what happens in the movie, Gordon is still chasing the Penguin. Penguin breaks out of Arkham or something. Yeah. And he's doing that. And you can have him but you see, I think they're just trying to follow Marvel's formula with the series now, and they don't know which characters to fucking give a series. So it's like, hey, Penguin got one. Yeah,
but the problem is, at least with Marvel, it's all the same universe.
Oh yeah, I know.
With DC, now we got all these different universes, man. We got the DCEU universe, we got the Matt Reeves Batman universe, the Joaquin Joker universe. It's like, dude, I'm a fan of this shit, and I'm starting to get confused.
Me too. But this is what I was saying. Wouldn't it be epic if they did all of this stuff and then maybe in 10 years they did a Crisis on Infinity Earth movie?
Yes, it would if I had faith that these idiots could do it. Like, if I had faith that these idiots could actually pull this off, I would be down. I would be like, man, this is great. And they get all those actors and stuff to come back.
Right.
Dude, it would rival, if not be better than Endgame.
Facts.
But the problem is, you know what I think is going to happen? Marvel's going to beat them to that with a Secret Wars movie.
Yeah, for real. Because didn't they already announce Secret Wars, or they're trying to do Secret Wars?
They're trying to get it over. Yeah, they're trying to get it off, because there's two different Secret Wars. There's the one from the 80s where Spider-Man gets a black suit, and there's another one which is like Crisis, where they bring all the universes together. And I feel with the Multiverse of Madness and the Kang stuff from Loki, that Marvel's working their way up to that way before DC even does. And just like the Avengers, you're going to look at the Justice League movie and be like, just for an example, we're all looking forward to the Flash movie. Well, we were, 10 years ago when they announced it, because they're bringing all these characters and cameos back. And then you got Doctor Strange doing the same fucking thing.
Right. I know.
It's just like Marvel's doing what they're doing, but better.
Absolutely.
And that's 100%. Not me being a fanboy. I said it for years.
It's true.
They just have horrible. They have no idea what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
They just don't. Some geek guy said, Sony, I'm making a pointless spinoff and solo movies literally no one asked for. Warner Brothers, hold my beer, peasant. Yeah. Sony and Warner Brothers are the worst when it comes to not handling their IPs right.
For real.
Sony was like, we're doing a Kraven movie. Why? We're doing a Venom movie, which I know people like it, but again, why? Like if someone told me, and I was in 5th grade because I was a Spider-Man fan, someone's like, hey, in 20 years from now, they're gonna make a Morbius movie. I'm gonna be like, why? And they're gonna be like, Spider-Man's not in it. I'm like, but how? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. At least with Universal, when they tried to do the dark universe with all the monsters, at least when the first one failed, they just stopped.
Yeah, for real.
Like Warner Brothers is like doing CPR on that shit.
And I didn't see that Mummy movie. I watched a piece of it. Yeah, I heard it's bad. But I wouldn't have mind if they continue to try, just make better movies. That's all. I thought they were going in a good direction, but you know what it is? They realize how hard it is to connect these universes. You know what I mean? The monster universe, the DC universe, they're finding how hard it is to connect these universes. And Kevin Feige is doing a masterful job at it.
Yeah, because he plans it out. Like he has like a timeline. He's like, okay, this, and this, and then we're gonna connect this, and he gets writers in there who are smart. Where I honestly feel like there is no communication in Warner Brothers. They're just like it's like Star Wars, how Star Wars is right now. Kathleen Kennedy just brings in a director. Okay, what do you want to do? Sounds good. Do it. Like Kevin Feige comes in like, look, this is what you're doing. You can do whatever you want inside this, but you got to keep this. And it's the opposite with Lucasfilm, Warner Brothers, Sony. It's the complete opposite with them.
Facts.
Yeah. It's a mess. Monster says, I feel like DC is just throwing all these projects at the wall to see what sticks. But they've been doing that for like 8 years now.
Yeah.
Like for 8 years. You think they would learn? You think they would accidentally figure it out by now? You know?
And this Flash movie, if they call it Flashpoint, but do not have the reverse Flash in it, because I'm hearing there is no reverse Flash in it,
reverse Flash
that's gonna be fucking trash, bro. Like, what are you guys doing? You have so much source material to take from, and then you're taking this movie and be like, yeah, let's do Flashpoint, but wait, we'll take out reverse Flash and we'll do, like, come on, really?
Well, I heard a couple things on that. I heard the first rumor I heard was Reverse Flash is going to be a female.
Oh.
Then the second rumor I heard was there is not going to be a Reverse Flash. Now, I think both ideas are stupid.
Facts.
But if I had to choose one, I'd much rather it be a female Reverse Flash than Reverse Flash.
Me too. 100%.
Because the whole thing of Reverse Flash was Reverse Flash is supposed to be the mirror opposite negativity of the Flash. So if you make it a female, it doesn't really make sense unless Barry's a female, and it's just again, they're changing things for no reason, just to change it and be more diverse, you know. Marvel doesn't do that. If Marvel made Marvel and all that a female, but that's also because Captain Marvel was a female, right? So it ain't like they took Killmonger, made him a female, T'Challa is a male, because that wouldn't make sense. So they did it to adapt to the female characters. The same thing with that's why they did it with Taskmaster, because it's a Black Widow movie and she's a female, so they wanted a female antagonist. You can't do that with, and you're gonna have a male beat the shit out of a female, like it doesn't. Oh man, bro.
Yeah, and if they did do that, there would probably be some redemption at the end, or he don't want to fight her, and they're like, "Oh, Flash, you know, whatever, you're right." Yeah, they wouldn't like go all out on that one.
Yeah, so. I don't know, man. I'm kind of giving up on that whole universe in general. Okay, this is a good question. AZ said, did you see the first reaction of Venom 2? No, I've been keeping my eyes and ears away. I don't like reactions or reviews before I see the movie, because I don't want anything to tamper what my expectations is. Because right now I'm going in with shit expectations. I'm hoping to get blown away. But if people start saying it's good, then I'm gonna go in going, okay, this is it. It's gonna be good, and then I might be disappointed.
Right.
Like, everybody was saying Shang-Chi was like the greatest Marvel movie ever made. I thought it was good, but it's more like in the middle of the MCU.
Same here. You know, a lot of people, best origin movie and stuff like that. I'm like, nah. Doctor Strange is still better. Iron Man, the first one, is still better. You know, for me, the final act of Shang-Chi just falls apart with the dragon.
That's where the movie falls apart for me too.
Yep,
the movie falls apart for me during that last act when it just becomes a random CGI dragon fight for no reason.
Yeah, me too.
I felt like I was watching Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm just waiting for someone to spill coffee on the machine to make one of them die.
Well, there was kind of a coffee moment with the arrow, right?
Yeah,
she been training for a day.
But not only that, but I was sitting there going like, how that one little arrow fucked that big ass thing up? Well, like everybody has the same amount of arrows, but yet the one arrow she uses fucks it up. And I'm just like, so the one person that's only been training for like 5 hours has the one arrow, and that one little arrow is gonna fuck up the. Come on, man.
I agree 100%. I was like, man. So yeah, it's a good movie, but I'd
rather have a weak beginning and a great ending than a good beginning and an awful ending. Because if you leave on a negative note, it's going to affect everything in the movie.
I agree.
And that's one reason why I don't despise Far From Home, because everything with Mysterio toward the end of that movie was fantastic. So I'd rather have that last hour of Far From Home than, a good beginning and shit. I don't know. It's just... It's fucking.
No, I feel you because you got to lead up to it, right? So if the first of the movie is like okay, but then you have this epic end, it's like that's what you remember. It's like that's what I'm talking about, So
same thing with Endgame, because Endgame was really slow in the beginning, but nobody mentions that, man. It's all about that on your left shit, man. And
right.
Boom. We got 36 people watching, which is really good. Let's try to get that thing up to 40, and let's try to get over 20 likes. So we only have 17.
Yeah, hit that like button, guys.
Hawkeye, what'd you think, man? Trailer. I personally loved it. You didn't like it?
Did you?
I loved it, but I knew I was gonna go in.
I was watching it and I was just like, looks like some Thelma and Louise type of stuff, man. And I'm just like, I am not impressed. It looks like it's gonna be passing the torch to her kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll watch it. Like I said, I'm going to watch this stuff. I do it as Marvel, and I hope it impressed me because I have the same reaction to this as I had with WandaVision, and I liked WandaVision. So,
yeah. I knew what I was going to get with this series. I didn't think there was going to be this much humor in it.
That's true.
Because it felt like everybody keeps saying Die Hard. I keep saying Lethal Weapon. Because to me, it feels more like a Lethal Weapon with the Christmas and everything.
Right.
But I knew what I was going to get. I knew it was going to be... Haley Steinfeld coming in as Kate Bishop. He's gonna basically pass the torch on to her, and it's like, so I knew the premise of it going in, and I was fine with that because I was like, as long as I get that connection he had with Wanda in the MCU, and he has that with her, I'm gonna be fine with it. We still don't know everything with the villain. We heard Florence Pugh is in it, so I'm curious to see where that's gonna go. But all this stuff is just setting up torches. Black Widow was setting up Florence Pugh. This is setting up Kate Bishop. Like they're setting up like the Young Avengers type shit.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. It's fine. I wasn't blown away by it. It wasn't the Black Adam trailer.
Which was the best trailer at DC fandom, right?
Hell yeah, last year, best trailer last year, man.
I think Danny's gonna blow a wad when he gets the actual teaser trailer this month. Or this month? Yeah, this month. No, next month.
It should be October, right? October.
Yeah, October. Yeah, October.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna watch the Hawkeye thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love it. I think we're gonna get little hints to him being Ronin and stuff like that, and because they're talking about his past is going to come back up, haunt him. So like you said, if we can get that chemistry, if they have a good chemistry, then that might be like, okay, yeah, this is fire. But that chemistry between him and Kate Bishop, it has to work.
Yeah, it's going to have to work. The good news is she's a really good actor, and whether we think, I know a lot of people don't like Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, they find him boring, but I think he's a really good actor.
Yeah, he's good.
Like the scene in Endgame where he got on Thor's shit, he's like, grab your hammer. And you go like, to me, that was like one of the best emotional scenes. So he can deliver. So if we get some of that, I think it'll be pretty good. Again, I wasn't looking forward to WandaVision, and I really wasn't looking forward to Loki. I thought, to me, everybody was talking about Loki. I'm like, man, I don't care about that. And Loki really surprised the shit out of me. I'm like, all right, I'm not taking any of these for granted, man, because they all can be pretty good.
Me neither, 100%. Even though I was like, the trailer didn't wow me. You know what I mean? Maybe if we get another one, we get to see who the villain is or whatever, or who they're going after, and it's like, okay, that looks fire. But I'm never gonna sit there and be like, this is gonna be trash. I'm not gonna say that because that's what I said when I seen the first trailer for WandaVision. I was like, yo, this is gonna be so garbage. Like, what is this crap?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it wasn't. I think it ended off. yeah, had a little issues with the end, the last episode, but it was fine, man. WandaVision was fire. Had some good episodes.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same thing for What If.
Hey, What If had some good episodes too, bro.
No,
I can't believe
does.
you don't like that Doctor Strange one. That's my favorite.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Maybe I just was going through something that day and I just wasn't paying attention or something, because everybody's like, it's so emotional, man. You're gonna love it, blah blah. And I watch. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm just like. And the sad thing is, I really love the Doctor Strange movie. So
me too.
I don't know, man. I got to go back and rewatch it.
I know. Stay off your phone.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Because once I go on that phone, I'm gonna start, going down loopholes of booty or something, and
that's what catches me too, bro. Like when I'm watching it and I go on my phone and you see booty, and it's like, oh shit, there's another one.
Yeah, because like you're on your phone, right, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna check the time, and then I go on TikTok and it's like, bust it challenge. And I'm like, all right. And it's like, and then it just plays in the next one right after that. I'm just like, oh damn. That's it. I look like half the show's over. I missed what the fuck's going on. I'm like, damn. I curse Danny every day for this TikTok shit, bro. Like, fuck Danny, because I was never on TikTok until Danny started sending me these girls on TikTok, and I was like, shit. Okay. Yeah, dude. I watched the like I'm stuck on the Bust It challenge where they just dress in baggy clothes and they're like bust
and then they drop it down. Yeah.
And then they got the Bugs Bunny challenge.
Bugs Bunny challenge.
Yeah, where they're laying down and they're like, and there's a rapper going da 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 Bugs Bunny. And then they go up and
bend up.
Yeah. And I'm just like, and then next thing I know, like I'm 20 videos in and the episode just passed, and I'm like, oh fuck, man. Sorry, dude. Booty's gonna distract me every time, guys.
Facts. Me too, bro.
It's like cartoon with a guy missing his heart or an actual booty in my face going bust it. I'm sorry.
I take the booty too. The booty too. You ain't wrong.
AZ is on the he's on the board tonight, man. This dude dropping some change, man. I believe we will see Captain Carter, T'Challa, Star-Lord, Dark, Doctor Strange, Killmonger Party, Thor. That's a lot of shit in the last episode. You should have just said you'll see everybody in the last episode, man.
For real.
You spent all that time writing all that shit, man. I mean, hey, props to you. You can write whatever the hell you want.
Well, like I said last night, I was like, if they are doing anything to connect them, it'll be in the last episode, right? And then we'll find out how it connects or anything.
Well, they confirmed the season 2.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. That's why I'm saying, to me, it's just not connected until I see that last episode and they do it. Right now, everything's a one-off to me.
You know what this reminds me of? I didn't watch this show because I got out of watching. I mean, I still watch animated cartoons now, but it has to be like real good for me to get into it. But everybody kept telling me, you need to watch this Marvel's Avengers cartoon. The series.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Marvel's Greatest Heroes,
Disney, right?
Or Mightiest Heroes, or something. Yeah. It was like, you gotta watch this. This is the greatest cartoon. And I'm like, I can't get into cartoons, but I'll give it a try. And the first 4 episodes the first episode was all about Iron Man. Second episode was all about Captain America. Third episode was all about Thor. And I gotta be honest with you, I stopped after the 3rd episode. I'm like, this is boring. I can't watch it. And I come to find out later on, they all had their individual stories until they came together. And I think that may be what they're trying to do here. But in the process, they're turning me off on it because I'm just not interested in these rehashes, because I've already seen Black Panther and Iron Man. This is all just a rehash of that.
Now, I feel you. I think they should have done, like you said, they should have opened the box up more and went really wild. They could have still did the individual episodes, but they should have just went like crazy with it,
Especially since they had the rights back for all their characters, right? You could have introduced, if it's What If, who cares if you introduce the Fantastic Four or the X-Men or Silver Surfer or something? If it's What If, it ain't gonna affect your movie universe, so why can't you like do something like that? But the most craziest thing they did was just have Hank Pym just kill everybody. And I love the meme where it has the tombstone. It says Avengers. It's got Hank Pym going like this by the tombstone.
I never seen that meme.
that shit was hilarious. But that and Marvel Zombies were the only ones that really pushed anything, man. And everything else just seems like a rehash. And that first episode was boring as hell. Captain Carter, man,
it was okay, but it's my least favorite. It's my least favorite.
That one in the Guardians of the Galaxy one, dude. That was
the T'Challa one.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool because it was T'Challa. It was cool because it was Cabin Boseman's voice. But if I want to take my personal attachment of that away, it was a boring episode too.
Everybody hated that episode.
Yeah, it was just
They're like, oh, they made T'Challa look like King God T'Challa. He changed Thanos' mind and everything. And the thing that I had in that is Thanos was a bitch in that.
Yeah,
like he got beat up by his fucking Ebony Maw and that other thing, whatever it was. I'm like, how are you no, you destroyed the Hulk so easy, but you're getting beat up by your fucking your children of Thanos? Nah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Didn't like that at all. So I think that this last episode, I thought it was okay. For me, it's Doctor Strange, the zombie one, the Hank Pym one, then this one, and then
I'm gonna have to go back and watch the damn Doctor Strange one, man.
I just like I told Danny, man, I like the fucking it ends on a bleak fucking ending, man, where the universe is destroyed and shit. I like that.
Yeah, I like that part too.
I like when that shit happens, so that's why.
I don't know, man.
And the zombie one was fire, man. Like I said, I like Walking Dead. I like the zombies. So that one had me like, yeah, this is fire. People didn't like the Spider-Man jokes and stuff, but
that's what Spider-Man does, though.
Yeah, I know. And I said they have to lighten it up because this would have been just a Walking Dead episode. So you got to put some light stuff in it. It's Marvel. I expected that. You know what I mean? I expected the jokes and stuff.
What they need to do is Marvel's what if Tony didn't snap at the end of Endgame.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, and then Thanos just comes over, kills his ass, and like, fuck you.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Or what was the one where Loki took over? Was that the Hank Pym one? That was the Hank Pym one.
That was the Hank Pym one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool because it looked like what would happen if Loki would have won at the end of Avengers.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, so that's one that I like. It's just you're right. I like how they ended on like a bleak episode or something like that. Or I don't know, man. I
think that's what they should have done with this, right? Because every other movie or stuff, whatever, had happy endings. So if you're gonna do the what if, you end up all of them with some bullshit fucking bleak shit at the end. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, holy shit, that's how they ended it?
Yeah, it because to me it feels like they're trying to copy the Twilight Zone. And if you ever watch the old school black and white Twilight Zone, almost every episode, if not every episode, ended on a oh my god, that's how it ended. On some fucked up shit, man. I remember one episode I watched where they were all stuck on this town. Come to find out, everybody was dead in that town. And they were just walking. They need to have like that kind of fucking shit, man. Like the end of this episode where Shuri and Pepper's together and like, well, this is what we're like. This is stupid.
I agree. I was like, this is it? This is how it ends? Like, what is this? Nah, I didn't like the ending of that episode at all. 100%.
What if Ultron ruled the world and turned everybody into like? What if Ultron actually launched those nuclear codes in Age of Ultron? That shit would have been fire, man. It would have been lit. It would have been like Terminator type shit, man.
Well, we are getting an Ultron episode, so let's see what they do with that one. You know,
but I don't know if you ever read. Oh, are we supposed to get an Ultron episode?
Yeah. There's an episode where it looks like they're fighting a bunch of Ultrons.
There was a comic book about 6-7 years ago. It came out right around the time Age of Ultron came out, and it was called Age of Ultron. But it was a story that took place. What if Ultron took over the world? And all the heroes are basically like in small camps, like in the Terminator franchise, where like they're all hiding and robots took over the universe, and they kept sending people back in time to fix it, but they kept fucking it up worse. And Wolverine kept fucking it up. Like that's something they should have done. Where the world's completely taken over by Ultron at this point, you know. Or
what if the X-Men were in the MCU universe? Why don't we get one of those episodes? You know?
I want to see X-Men versus Avengers. What if the X-Men went against Avengers? Like you can do this. Some geeky guy said, "I like the episode where no problem. Where Doctor Strange simps for his dead girlfriend so hard that the universe dies from cringe." That's hilarious, bro. That is hilarious, man. Doctor Strange simps for his dead girlfriend so hard that the universe dies from cringe. Yeah, man, I hear you on that one. Oh man, we got a bunch of super chats coming in. Sorry, I was on the phone. AZAC says Amazon is making a live action She-Ra TV series. I am super stoked for that, as long as they do it right. And it ain't some fucked up PC SJW, type shit. If they do it right and they make She-Ra look good and sexy and strong like She-Ra's supposed to be, and they don't make it like some goddamn she's fully clothed and all this type of shit. Like if they make it good, if they make it following the source material, it's gonna be really good. I have faith in Amazon because I've seen the stuff that they put together on Amazon Prime. I'm talking about The Boys. I'm talking about Invincible and all the property that they put on Amazon Prime. I do have faith in them to do it right. If this was Netflix, I would probably be worried, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's just see what they do. Poetic Gangster said, "Hey Rob, robot, or hey MCU robots, DC and DCEU, Reeves, Gunn, Todd Phillips are doing 3-4 DC project stuff like MCU can't do, and separately DCEU is doing their universe." The DCEU doesn't have a universe. They have random movies that sometimes connect, not really. And they got great directors doing 3 or 4 projects that aren't going to connect to anything. So what the hell is the point? Because they're not going to make any money. DC is just scattering shit all over the place. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They're just throwing shit around and doing whatever the fuck they want. So you can be excited for that. Be my guest. Be excited if you just want random mediocre shit. But I think we live in an age now where we deserve better shit. So enjoy your mediocre bullshit, because I'm not gonna do it. And that's just me being real. We got 28 people watching, only 18 likes. We need to get that thing up to at least 25 likes, guys. I need you guys to hit that thumbs up button and hit that like button. Come on, guys. Just some geek guy says, I want a what if episode where Ant-Man shrinks and actually goes up Thanos' ass. Dude, that's dark, man. Why would you want him to go up Thanos' ass? Technically, that would be a good way to kill him. You just go in there and you just and kill his ass. Turn the giant man real quick and boom, dead. That's kind of disgusting, bro. That's kind of disgusting. Why not just go back to baby Thanos and, that would be probably better. But no, you want him going up his anal cavity, which makes me think all kinds of shit about you. So I don't know what to say. What's your thoughts on the She-Ra show being made?
She-Ra? I didn't even know.
Yeah, Amazon is going to be doing a live action She-Ra TV series.
I hope it's good.
I said this. My exact words were, well, it's Amazon, so they did The Boys and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So if it was Netflix, I would be worried. If it's Amazon, I at least giving them the benefit of the doubt. But as long as they make it true to She-Ra and not like, hey, she's fully clothed and she's got muscles and she's like, all this shit. I'm like, but I don't know. It's Amazon, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because, boys.
As do I.
If it was Netflix, I would just be like, no.
Nah, I'm done.
The right dude said, hey, Rob, sorry for not being on Storm Nation last night. I was tired yesterday and fell asleep. Off topic, I know. Well, thank you for the super chat. And, Storm Nation is your show. You don't have to apologize for not being on your own show. If you're not on, it doesn't hurt me. It's your show.
And maybe Bigger Ford Entertainment will make an appearance on the next Storm Nation.
That way we don't have to listen to Jasmine the whole damn time, just interrupt. Last night we talked about politics the whole night. And
did you?
Yeah, we talked about politics all night, man.
Did it get heated?
Not really, because every time he started running his mouth, I just phantom zoned him.
He came on my stream one time and we were talking. Shit, what were we talking about? Whatever we were talking about. Yo, it was Suicide Squad. Got heated. But geeky guy's cool.
Yeah, I just phantom zone him now when he starts talking shit. Like, pop. Some geek guy, speaking of the man, what if Rhodey went back in time and killed baby Thanos? That would be something I would watch, but Disney would never do that.
Nope. Absolutely not.
Poetic Gangster doing $2. Okay, Rob, DC Joker and Watchmen series wasn't successful. Do they have sequels? DC Joker? What Joker series you talking about? I don't remember.
That's what I was gonna say. There's no Joker series.
And the Watchmen series doesn't even have a second season. I know because the director dropped, but still.
But the Watchmen series, what you're gonna say about that? I mean, whether you liked it or not, a lot of people did like it, and it was nominated for Oscars and shit.
A lot of people were talking about it, So it is what it is. But because this is a follow-up super chat to when you were gone. He wrote this. Hey, MCU robots, DC and DCEU, Reeves, Gunn, Todd Phillips are doing 3 to 4 DC projects, stuff like MCU can't do, and separately DCEU is doing their universe. And my response to him was, yeah, they're doing projects that don't connect for shit, and yeah, they're doing DCEU shit that isn't connected to shit. And he says stuff that MCU can't do because MCU is connecting shit. So his entire statement was false, and that's when he responded with this stupid thing.
Okay, so he's trying to be sarcastic.
Yeah, he's trying to be slick. Hey, I can't wait for your Penguin series. Enjoy that, man. Enjoy your Penguin series
and your Peacemaker series.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? You're taking the worst character from that goddamn movie and you're giving him his own series.
Yeah, he didn't like Peacemaker. I thought he was fine for the movie itself.
I'm really surprised you thought he was fine because every word out of his mouth was, "I suck this dick. I like this dick. I suck all this dick." I'm just like, even for me, I'm like, bro, take it back about a 50, man.
No, I agree. The dick stuff didn't work for me either. That didn't work for me. But because we seen it in the trailer, when it came up, I just like brushed past it. That's all. I was like, yeah, fuck that shit.
And I don't like John Cena. I think he's an awful actor. I thought he did a better job in the last Fast and the Furious movie than he did in Suicide Squad. And for the record, Fast and the Furious sucked. So I'm just throwing that out there.
But I'm saying he's gotten better. Like if you go back to his early stuff, he's gotten a lot better.
Oh yeah. Go back and look at the Marine.
The Marine. That was such fucking trash, bro.
Fucking Poetic Gangster said this stuff MCU can't do. No, MCU can do whatever the fuck they want, but they're about making money. Warner Brothers isn't.
Oh, what do you think about the MCU having 5 movies next year?
Yeah,
they got 5 movies coming out next year.
As long as they're spaced out, it don't matter because each one of the Marvel movies feel like different movies, It ain't like Spider-Man feels like a Thor movie, So I'm fine with that. That to me, that's not a big deal. For Star Wars, it would be different because they all feel the same for the most part. Yeah.
Do you think?
Oh shit! I lost Hanzo. He's back. Give me a second. I'll bring him back.
My bad. I pulled out my plug there. I was going to say, what do you think? You think this could cause superhero fatigue?
My answer to superhero fatigue thing is always the same. When a movie fails, they claim it's superhero fatigue. When a movie comes out and does great, there's no superhero fatigue.
I agree.
No, because every time a DC film failed, that was the excuse I heard. And then Marvel will come out with a movie that made $1 billion, which will destroy that point. As long as they're good movies, because right now there's not a whole lot of movies being played in theaters, right? I'm not even like I used to go to the movies every week because there was always another big movie out. Like there isn't really nothing out but the Marvel movies, So I don't know. The only thing we could do is just wait and see. And I think Marvel would adjust, and if they realize maybe 5 is too much, they'll go back down to 3 or 4, and they'll just adjust. But I think the only reason why they're doing it is because of COVID hit, it put everything behind. So they're just trying to rush to catch up right now. I don't think it's for money or anything.
No, neither do I. And I'm on your level. I don't believe in this fatigue stuff, man, because as long as the movies are good, people will go see them, right? But it's like an excuse for a movie flopping. It's like, oh, movie superhero fatigue is kicking in. Like, I don't like that. It's like, nah, it has nothing to do with that. It's either the movie is good and people go see it, and it's not, and they don't. That's what it's about. So
yeah, it's exactly that. I remember when Justice League came out and bombed. Oh, superhero fatigue, and then Captain Marvel came out right after and made $1 billion. Like,
yeah, where's the superhero fatigue there? Yeah, I agree.
Poetic Gang said, guess what, MCU robots? DC doesn't have to copy MCU. They should. They should. They're like those stupid kids in class that is trying to copy your paper and they still put the wrong answers down.
Yeah.
That's DC.
They need to get a formula going. They don't need to be like all comedy and jokes and stuff like that, but they need to have a path of where they're starting, where they're finishing, what they're doing, and stick to that plan. If they don't do that, then you're just getting shit thrown at you that doesn't make any sense. Like, where does this belong? Where does that belong? Like, what is this? What is that? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, listen, they don't have to get a Kevin Feige, but they at least have to have a team that knows what they're doing. Like, look at their animated division, just for reference. Yeah, just for reference, look at their animated division. Like, a lot of those movies are connected, right? And they're fire. Like, you get more good animated DC movies than you do bad ones. Why is their DCEU division not like that? Why are they not fucking talking to these people and be like, listen, you guys are doing the animation fire. Give us some ideas how we can connect these stuff. What can we do? I don't know. Maybe they get directors or someone that's actually a fan. You know, I think that's one of the reasons why I liked the Suicide Squad so much is because James Gunn was a fan of the property. So I think he did it. I think he did a real good job of it, you know. And even when I go back and watch that movie, there is a lot of things in that movie that people just sleep over, man, like real life references and shit like that, you know, and people just like, that's, and they brushed that movie off, but it was done pretty good. DC animation is amazing and fire. Absolutely. Justice League War, Justice League Apocalypse, Justice League, Superman and Batman Public Enemies. Like, their animation department is just on point. If they could get their DCE universe as good as their anime, even half as good as their animated division, they would be right up there with Marvel.
Yep.
But for some reason, they just don't. They don't have no connection. They don't even talk to the guys that do the animation. I would be calling those guys over to do my fucking my live action universe. I'd be calling the guys that do the animation, be like, listen, we're going to give you a plan. We're going to get you guys to do this. You know, if they're not directors, that's fine. You get a director, but you at least let them put the plan in motion. You know, these are what we're doing for the next 5 movies, then the next 5. And this is how we connect them all. But whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. And they don't have a game plan. Mm-hmm. If they can just do what, like you said, with the DC animation and just plan it out, man, just they don't have a clue, man. They just keep bringing in new directors going, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. But all right, so I got to end the show because the delivery guy's here and I got to be here to watch it. But Anzo, you stay back. I want to talk to you. I know you got to go at 4, but I want to talk to you.
No, I got a few more minutes. Yeah, we can talk.
All right. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. Y'all have a great day. Later.